do a double check there. Yeah, we are live on the internet. Woo!
Whee!
Good evening. It's the Murdur Cru doing something again this week. Tiamat? Yeah, Murdur Cru does Tiamat. Maybe. Don't want to give away too many spoilers. So, we are running late tonight, so there's no words from our sponsors because we don't have any.
Not even got Raid Shadow Legends yet.
Hint, hint.
One day.
Yeah, not even Raid Shadow Legends will sponsor us. That's how shit we are. So we'll get straight into it. With no one remembers what happened last week, do they?
There was
We
murder.
fell in a hole. We punched a yeti in the face. We gently caressed 3 wolves with our sharp-bladed weapons, and we took a nap. Oh, and someone showed up to take us home. To yonder.
Yes. So you awaken to the crow or a raven, perched on the rock in front of you with a parcel strapped to its belly. It eyed you enigmatically for a few moments, and then in the familiar voice of Leosin said, "Greetings, friends. Please use the gift this bird brings to meet me in Waterdeep as soon as possible." And that was where we finished off. So
like
there was
the
a
gift of
crow.
raven nuggets.
So
Was
there's
it
a
giant
raven
card?
sitting on a rock with a parcel strapped to its belly.
We're having crow for breakfast.
I think we've still got plenty of wolf left.
Fair, yeah. Wolf steak for breakfast. Wolf rashers. Instead of wolf.
And one of us has warm clothing.
So much warm clothing. Where's our
Everyone's
capes?
been dicks about it, you're not getting any.
Oh, we're getting capes.
You're a bit of cunt about it, you're not getting anything.
Well, you're the animal handler. Go handle the animal.
That just sounds dirty.
It was supposed to.
And it's magical and mystical, it's not a...
Still, Bagsy, not me. I'm not touching it.
The mage should go talk to it, because he's up in that arcana nonsense, isn't it?
Someone poke the bird.
I'm not familiar with familiars, so...
It's sort of looking around going,
Well, I'll go up to it and try to see if I can get whatever package is attached to it without being attacked in the process.
no, it just sits there and sort of lets you sort of come up and it's like detach the little package and then it flies off. It's a homing raven. But it's not. I don't think there is such a thing as a homing raven. But
Magical homing raven, yes.
and as you open the package, there is a scroll inside the package, and a note that says, "Use this scroll to teleport yourselves back to Waterdeep."
Is this where I nonchalantly point towards the fire, saying it's getting a bit dull, lads? No.
I have no idea what you meant there.
Do we want to go to Waterdeep?
Yeah, do we have to go back there?
Is there anything
Just
anyone
derail
needs to
this
do
and
here
fuck
in the middle of fucking nowhere?
Waterdeep's a good place to go.
I'm enjoying being a bit of a hermit in the hills again. Paul's like, don't you fucking dare.
Alright, fuck, I'm going to Waterdeep. See you lads.
Yeah, I don't especially want to go back to Midabar just now. Let's go.
You can get lost in the fucking mountains if you stay here.
You stay here, we'll get lost anyway. You're shit at this whole looking at things.
So far following you, they've fallen down a hole and come across a pack of wandering wolves.
Yeah, cheers, Dawson.
You guys went steaming ahead of me. What am I supposed to do?
Take point. We're dwarves, we're not that fast.
At no point did you get lost.
Lost inside these wolves' eyes.
I mean, precisely there's question marks around that. We are in the middle of nowhere still.
Yeah.
Going in the right direction.
Yeah.
According to this man here.
Hard to tell who you're pointing at when you do that.
You. The one that knows the fucking area.
Just assume
I know where that city is. It's fucking
just assume it's always you, Andy.
Just for reference, Dawson, Torlin is to your
He's not there.
Right. Torlin is to your right. Rurik.
Oh, sorry, it's head down.
Sorry, no. No. But
Your
on the
left is
actual
Torlin.
screen, sorry, to your
Okay.
left. Torlin is directly left of you, and Rurik is left and up. Caldron straight up.
See, it's much easier if I can get the fucking stream up.
You're just pointing at things on the Skype chat, and then there's no reference to everything else that's happening.
It's better for advice.
Makes sense to me, and that's all that matters, shipwrecks.
Yeah. Screw you, hippies. Right, anyway, what are you doing? Other than arguing amongst yourselves like a bunch of like fisher wifeys.
I'm already set up, ready to go.
Yeah, I think go
Yeah.
Waterdeep.
Yeah, let's
We
head
kind
off.
of do need to pass on the vast amount of information we found out about this cult, which is apparently massive, and kind of wondering why they sent us. Oh yeah, I think they think we're expectable.
Think we'll get a bonus for the downing one flying castle. I feel
Could
like
go
we
with
should.
it, not going to believe it.
There is that. Someone get a picture. Shit.
Who knows?
We charcoal sketch.
So,
Well, if everyone's grouped close enough together, I'll read the scroll, not
Oh,
out loud
touch.
first, just to see what it actually does, and see how
Disappears.
the actual requirements, and then read it aloud.
yeah.
Activate.
So as you start reading it quietly to yourself, you activate the scroll. Because that's how it worked. No. So as you complete the reading of the scroll, light forms in the snow from a light forms in the snow. From that point, the snow begins to melt, forming a large circle with lines of purple light stretching to each compass point. As the circle reaches the 8-foot diameter, the lines of the light split creating a further circle, and the snow melt spreads further, and runes begin forming at the outside. Between the circles of light, man, I wrote this badly.
Shoots of life grow from the unfrozen earth.
Yeah.
It's a miracle.
As all the lines in the circle meet, the lines pulse 3 times and change to a green color. It's time to step through.
Hi ho.
Alright,
Hi.
step through.
Well, step through.
Hope the person who's given the scroll was actually the person we think it is, and we're not being teleported to some sort of fucking hellhole.
Yeah.
It's like, we're going to Waterdeep, but the y-axis is way off.
Can I put my right foot in, my right foot out, in, out, shake it all about, and wait till someone shoves me through the hole?
I don't, because I was going to say, see, that's ironic because all 3 of you said you've already stepped through, and then it was just going to be a case of, okay, so now your foot appears in Waterdeep whilst you're left in the mountains.
A screaming footless dwarf.
Disembodied scream as it comes. Like, instead of stargating it.
Just, oh no. Alright.
Or just
So
like
as you-
feet fall out. Somehow it's not. It's like the teleportation thing where you don't get replaced. You get like destroyed there and recreated there. It's just a new foot falls out the hole over and over again. Raining feet.
Lovely.
Excuse me. You all feel a familiar sensation as you enter the ring of... Excuse me.
No.
Pardon me. You all feel a familiar sensation as you enter the ring of light, one that you felt not 4 days ago. Your senses readjust as you feel like you're falling from a great height, and you catch yourself, your stomach rapidly making its way to your throat and then down again. The warmth hits you first, followed by a brighter light as your eyes adjust to the new surroundings. Friends, welcome to the Harpers Hold. The sound of Leoson's voice greets you. The circular room, not even 20 feet in diameter. Oh, I really got to learn to read these things. No, it's like, I wrote this and it's like, what was I saying when I wrote it? Was I drinking?
Probably.
Yeah.
The circular, not even 20 feet. It's the punctuation's in the wrong place and it's confusing me.
Commas, man. Eat commas.
Yeah, no, well, I do have a comma. It's just in the wrong fucking place. That's why it's like, this is wrong. The circular, not even 20 feet in diameter stone room is made of furniture. Sconces on the wall light the room. Standing...
so much, but I'm actually muting my mic, but it didn't work.
Well, you've clearly got another microphone running then.
Oh,
Oh fuck!
That's all.
You've muted your microphone. It's using a different one. It's like,
I must be. Or the button where I hit my thing doesn't work, which is always a
Could be that.
possibility.
Got a second, like just point at the snacks, just to make sure we get every crinkle and rustle.
yeah. I was like,
staring right at us while you were.
just, oh dear, right. So sconces on the wall light the room. Standing by the only door is Leosin. Come this way, please. We have much to discuss, I believe. He leads you out of the room into a short corridor through a set of double doors into what can only be described as a war room. Rurik, specifically, is familiar with this sort of room. Large, low table in the centre of the room shows a 3D relief map of the Sword Coast. Small statues placed around the map in various locations. Around the table sit many chairs, the back of each one carved with what you recognise as the symbols of the main regions and cities of the Sword Coast. Baldur's Gate, Waterdeep, Neverwinter, Elturel, Midabar, even Icewind Dale. Doors lead off each of the walls to other rooms, and Leosin guides you to the side of the room where some smaller tables and comfortable chairs await you. He beckons you to sit and joins you. So, my friends, what did you discover?
Well,
Well.
when did we last see you, mate? Was that
last time?
Before the barge?
No. Wait.
Yeah,
no,
it was.
Yeah, it was before the barge. Jesus. Well, we got on a boat trip when I got stabbed by a gnome. I think, or I insulted
Did you
a
deserve
gnome.
it?
Yes.
Yeah, probably. You've met Rurik, right?
I'm almost certain I threatened her to the point that she was going to murder me, which is my specialty. We all know.
We think there was a murder mystery, but we kind of missed it.
Yeah, I think we stumbled our way through a murder boat.
A murder boat? What's a murder boat?
It's like an escape room, but with death.
Yeah.
What's an escape?
Stop using all these modern.
I'm a boomer. I know none of these things.
Well, like we followed some dragon priest type things on a convoy across somewhere to a place in the middle of a swamp. We
followed.
We had some really bad food, I think, when we were there.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
We
ambush some lizard folk.
We ambushed some lizard folk. We raised a civil war between lizard folk and dragon worshippers. We created the mother of all distractions as we followed some guys through a portal. We murder fucked a council of people who was headed up by some mad women before we accidentally blew up their hunting lodge. We ran away onto a flying castle.
Yeah.
Where we kicked the face of no one in particular, but convinced a storm giant to crash the flying castle into the spine of the earth, or whatever it is. And that was all before lunch.
Yeah. You're down one flying castle. You're welcome.
The cults, however, seems to be fairly well big and organised, and they have actual dragons as a
They have a dragon.
Yeah, I very much was. I don't think we would call it the tip of the iceberg, but it definitely was a branch of a tree that we made a mess out of.
It's partially on fire now.
It wasn't the tip of the iceberg, but it was the branch of a tree that was sitting on the iceberg.
Something like that. Like there was some big players, and we ruined their afternoon by cutting their head off first and foremost, and then blowing up their hunting lodge.
So what were they doing?
Plotting against themselves, by all accounts.
Oh yeah, there's civil unrest in that group there.
There were,
I mean, there was. And then
there was, and then we dealt with that civil unrest.
Yeah, we've sort of sorted out the problems, I think.
It's a bit of disgruntled middle managers.
Yeah,
But
there is some infighting within the cult, but I don't know how useful that's going to be.
I think we've slowed some supply lines down with the whole starting a civil war in their own encampment and decapitating a key player and bringing down one of their flying castles. We hope.
Flying castles. Okay, that's a thing then.
It's up
Yeah.
You can go
yeah, they had an alliance with some.
Smoked anything.
Yeah, they had an alliance with some cloud giants who were flying the castle somehow.
I don't think it was so much an alliance as an elaborate slavery plot.
Yeah, sort of blackmail kind of slavery, I think. We sorted that out for you. Don't worry about it.
Slavery with extra steps.
Sorted, being a
Sorted
stretch
right into
of the imagination.
Okay.
Yeah, so the cloud giants are gone. Unfortunately, the dragon that was sitting in the middle of the castle, it's still alive.
And there was a dragon in the...
Yeah, a big white dragon.
So they have at least 2.
Of course there's a dragon. It's a dragon cult.
Glaziel was his name.
You remember names? What?
Sorry, what was his name?
Glaziel.
Glasgow?
Oh. Okay. Right.
Do we remember who the woman was at all? The one that was plotting the nefarious plot?
I don't know. I mean, if you were taking notes, you would probably write such things down as, like, the names of important characters and NPCs.
Alright, Demon. Or DM.
Talus was
Demon was right.
Resmere?
Keith knows. Listen to Keith.
I think Talus was the one in the lodge. She was the one that told us that there was a infighting because she wanted to get rid of one of the 5 leaders, Barum, I think, or Varum or something.
She was Talus and we...
I don't think we caught the names of much of the people in the castle, not the ones we fought anyway.
One was called Resmere.
You know Resmere from the Dragon Cult camp and the castle. She was the one that fought...
Yeah.
Well, he was the one that fought Torlin in Hursville.
Yeah.
And then you killed him in the castle. And then there was...
There was someone else in the room, but I don't think we caught their name.
There was Asbra Joss from the boat, who was also in the castle and escaped with another wizard.
Was that the one I tried to shove but got like...
No, Asbros was the red wizard we met on the...
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Asbra. I remember him. He ran away when we tried to kill him.
Yes.
People do that sometimes.
So inconvenient.
We're still not sure if he actually knew. I assume he probably now guesses we're not the kind of people that actually affiliated with the cult, since everywhere we've been and he's been have kind of gone tits up.
We can be suspicious of him now, though. It's his fault, not.
Well, I think it's... Well, you're not working for the cult.
He doesn't know that.
We pretended to be.
Yeah, we had to kind of pretend it was about the only reason we're still alive, because walking into a castle that had 100 lizard folk, about 50 billywogs, and God knows how many cultists. It was
the racist things.
It was kind of dangerous.
I forgot about them.
Thank you.
I forgot about that.
There we go. That's us back on form.
It's only a little bit racist. To be fair, we're not being racist. We're simply using the core creatures that have been given to us by D&D. Take your stuff up with them guys.
Oh, don't be bringing heat onto D&D now. Jesus.
Let's burn this place down while we're playing.
Can we get sponsors, please?
Look at the worst.
Anyway, get back to the role-playing part and the story.
How fine is Leosel? Hear us on our mighty tale.
Yeah, so the cultists have a castle near the I think it's near the shoreline in the Mere of Dead Men, which had a portal to a lodge outside Parnast. Somewhere cool. Don't know where it is. If you got a map, that would be nice. And there was more portals there. There was one to a desert. I can't remember where the other 2 portals went. I think it was all kind of jungle and watery stuff.
Okay.
They're fairly fucking well organized. And there's a fucking lot of them.
Out of interest, what have you been up to while we've been destroying dragon cultists left, right, and centre?
I mean, I was getting to Waterdeep on the road. You remember you left like literally it's the length of time it took you to get from on the barge to Waterdeep and then up to thingy was about 10 days. I mean, he's been getting to Waterdeep in that time.
So slow.
I just feel like you haven't been trying hard enough, Leo.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine. That's
I'm not getting paid enough to work hard.
Yep. So this is all very interesting, and the council is definitely going to be called for this. Even before knowing what you've just told us, our concerns were high that we have started the process of gathering the council, but it will take a few weeks for them to get here and meet. And, well, not even that. We've got to actually persuade them that the threat is high enough. Bureaucracy, it knows no limits.
We try to work up to DEFCON 1 here.
Some of the members are more reclusive than others, and many will require your testimony to be brought before them before even consenting to the gathering. So I think now would be a time for you to take some time to yourselves, and we will meet you here soon. We can send another raven or something to call you back at the time, but for now, thank you. The information you brought has led us on the path of gathering more intelligence against this cult and trying to determine what the next steps are.
You're welcome. We'll burn them down one by one.
Well,
feel
provided
free
there's
to
no dragons.
Yeah, we need some dragon slayers for that bit. That does.
Well, it's pretty early here in Waterdeep, and the town is yours. But feel free to make use of breakfast. The kitchens are over to the door to your left there, and when you're finished, points to the big door behind him. It's like that will lead you out to street level, and you can from there make your way to do whatever you need to do.
Dawson, are you going to go find your armor now?
Has it left yet, do you think? It might still be here. Might not be finished yet.
Or not. Was it 2 weeks or something, was it?
His armor, where was your armor from and going to?
Here.
I'm sure it was from Waterdeep going to Fandulan.
Oh, you sent it on to Fandulan?
Has it?
Should be on its way to Fandulan at the moment, or have it won't be in Waterdeep. It will have already been mailed.
Well,
well, technically, we kind of still need to head back to the Mere of Dead Men anyway.
Yeah.
Yes. For our
the elk. You go for the elk.
Yeah, that as well. That's the main thing.
Nothing else.
And it's most of the way to Fanny Delver anyway.
Well, you didn't mention certain things to Leosin there, so.
Yeah, we killed some dragon guys and then started a revolution.
You left out 3 important things?
Yeah, we did. Didn't we?
He knows about them,
I like this. Axis and Caldron are sitting there going, what important things? What did we miss out?
I'm pretty sure he knows about them. Pretty sure he was there.
Was he?
Nope. He wasn't there when you got those.
Oh, yeah.
So he doesn't.
Oh yeah.
So he doesn't, because I've got it down in the notes. Like he was there, so that's why I assume we just need to say that they're trying to bring back Tiamat because he was in the encampment when we found it out that shit.
No, he was there in the encampment to start with, and then when you went back to the encampment and got the eggs, he wasn't there.
We were hiding them in our
and
bags.
And you didn't mention them to him when you were in Yartar. Well, I don't remember you mentioning them to him when you were in Yartar, because you kept them hidden there and on the boat.
I think we mentioned there was eggs. I think we told them there was eggs, and I think we may have kind of implied we destroyed them. That means he does know it, because if we said that, then he knows that they're trying to raise Tiamat, because we found everything at the same time.
We're trying to raise her personally. Our own pet Tiamat.
I'm trying to raise my new mount.
One day it'll be big enough to ride.
Exactly.
So, so you can make yourselves have breakfast or whatever and discuss whatever you want to do for the rest of...
Yeah, have breakfast, warm up. It was cold. Where we were,
really
the last 2 days.
I was alright.
Stepping along the top of the snow like an elf.
I'm a bit hot now.
Covered in fur, yeah. They got a Yeti skin coat. Wolf cloaks, 4 of them on top of each other.
Got my wolf pelt. Yeah.
Did he make us any? Prick.
Well, I fucked up the 3 of them, so, yeah. Practice makes perfect.
Alright, nom breakfast.
I think the only thing I need to do, Cardinal needs to do in Waterdeep is try and see if he can find a tailor and buy some clothes that kind of make him look something like what the cult were wearing.
Fancy dress costume. Cool.
Yeah.
Make yourself look like a dragon cultist. I mean,
if you need to infiltrate, it would be handy to have something.
You're probably still... you probably would have ditched the uniforms that you were wearing. Because you did grab some at one point.
Higher ranking, like Talus type level.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that actually that's a proper sound idea, because by the sounds of things, we are going to have more interactions with the cultists, and we have done stupendously well at blending in before we destroy everything.
It's surprisingly easy to walk in and be, I'm a dragon cultist. Yeah. Only time it didn't work is when he announced we were Lords Alliance.
The beauty is, though, no one knows who we are.
You just killed everyone.
Because everyone's dead.
The only issue, there's only one person that does, and that's Asbro, and we don't know how much he knows.
Because is that the guy that I face planted when I was trying to murder him? Remember, I tried to shove him into a back room so that we could try and just gank him, and he kind of.
No, that was someone else. Yeah, I think that was the other red wizard.
I definitely felt like we tried to kill him once, and then we realised it was far too powerful for us because he just kind of brushed me aside.
That wasn't us, that was someone else.
Yeah.
I think that was the other red wizard.
No, I think Carlgrim's onto something. I think we should find a tailor that can make us uniforms based on what we've seen of dragon cultists and put something in our inventory that we can absolutely wear alongside our armor, etc.
Yeah, I'll take a nice dragon cultist tabard to go over my armor.
I think we might also want to see about... No, actually, that's not too bad.
I'm going to go out and procure a horse and cart.
Just for funsies?
Well, we do have boxes of loot to bring back.
Yeah.
We might need a cart.
Do we have time to go all the way there and back?
Well, it's on the way
Going
to.
back, going through.
Why are we going that way? I'm lost now.
Well, we've got a couple of weeks before the council's going to turn up, and his armor's going all the way north. The mine we own is all the way up there. It's most of the way there.
So, I will recenter the map.
That's Fandulin here, isn't it? How do you do that?
Right.
There is no pingy on this one, so
it's here. Where this is Fandulin.
Yeah.
Is this where our shit is?
Yeah.
So,
Dead man. Yeah.
Waterdeep down here. Meat of the Dead Man, where Carnath Roadhouse and the little where your stash is there, and then it's on the way to Fandulin. It's literally it's just off the road to Fandulin.
So is that something we could do? Could we get up to Fandulin and back again?
Yeah, I mean they've literally said they'll send a raven for you, so you've got
you have back.
Times and
just hold on to the cart.
When they're No, it doesn't work like that.
I don't think the cart and horses would fit in the room we just appeared in.
Wait.
There might be a small incident if that happens.
I'll be like, what the fuck is this?
Don't mind this.
Specify. Suppose we did pick up, I guess.
That'd be one way to kill a dragon. Can you give us one of these scrolls? Right, Rurik, you keep it busy. I'll stand beside it and read the scroll and teleport the fucker into a small room. At least part of it. Not all of it can fit.
Yeah, the downside with that is depending on where the room is, it might just explode the room.
Make it deep in a mountain.
Yeah, but I don't want to follow it through. I plan to run away after reading the scroll.
It's one of those things. So it's like, is it a small cave inside a mountain? Yes, I know where there's a 20-foot cave inside a very, very it's in a mountain, way deep in the mountain. I know that exact location, so I shall teleport that dragon to that location. Why? Because it will fuck up the dragon.
Also, once we've blown up a horse, I'm almost certain Dawson's going to turn around and go, "Ooh, sausages!" And I think
horse coat.
We should all be worried about that.
Yeah, I was saying it's going to worry when we die. Yeah.
Do you not want to eat? No.
Are you sure you're not a lizard folk?
Are you trying to are you going to skin every big animal for the rest of this game?
If it's got a use. I now have warm weather clothing. I don't need that anymore.
The only reason it didn't skin the dragonborn is because
you have Yeti skins and so on. You haven't made clothes out of them yet.
Wraps around himself.
But you're about to go looking for a tailor, apparently. So
I'll go see the same leather worker who did my armor for the bard. No, my armor and barding, wasn't it? That's what I made up.
Yeah.
And my saddle, my custom saddle.
Yep.
Like, what the fuck is this? A Yeti?
Yeah.
You trying to make just magical creatures extinct?
I would like a wolf pelt cloak. And here's some wolf pelts. Yeah. You can keep the remainder. Yes.
So,
right.
anyway,
this is
discussing what you're going to do.
So. Get skins.
Why don't we go to the leather worker so Dawson get his fucking dead skin on? We'll go find a tailor, maybe get us some outfits for any future nefarious deeds that we have to carry out. Because I think that's a great idea. Find a horse and cart, get our shit back, get your elk back, get our eggs back, and get onto Fandulin. Fandulin, you can get your armor and the saddle back. We can check how business is doing. See if we've got any finances to pick up.
And the place is still safe.
Yeah.
Speak to what his name was again.
Sheriff something or other.
It's the mayor dude again.
I don't think I've got notes going back that far.
I know. My notes are on my last PC. I've lost them.
Back to
you didn't save them.
They're on my other hard drive.
Fandulin.
Sildar?
Sildar.
Yeah. No. He's mayor of what's his face?
Yeah. No, he took over from the mayor. He deposed the mayor.
Yeah.
What happened there? Where'd he go?
I lost Dave. I lost his camera, that's fine.
He must be.
Have a quick hand shandy, are you?
Like I meant to mute myself so you can hear me crunch, but I just turned my camera off. Like that fun.
You can still hear the crunching in the background.
I'm giving you all the finger right now.
I figured.
So there. Okay, so
I've got them somewhere.
Sildar, I think, is the right name. But he deposed the original mayor and took over. And you don't know beyond that because you left. So a leather worker.
X already knows one.
I gave him a mighty tip last time, so you know.
Did I give him a
Is that
name
what you call
last
it?
time?
What's that?
Did I give him a name last time?
I don't know.
Jim.
Ace, that's fine then. I can give him a different name this time.
Call them L Ether Worker.
Was he a human or? I can't remember even. I think he was human. So real names. I'll do.
Did you just visit the IKEA website again?
No. I've got a name generator now, so that's fine. I'll just use that. Cool. So you go and see Kurt Asmussen, the leather worker.
Kurt Asmussen.
Yep.
Better than IKEA.
It's just not want to do the IKEA thing for legal reasons.
Well, there's that as well, yeah. Going full G-dub. Got to copyright these names.
So you go and visit Mr. Kurt. He's like, hello. I've sent your stuff to Fandulin.
These things happen. I wasn't expecting to be back here. However,
Okay, well that's good. That's fortuitous then. I thought you were going to ask me for your goods, and they're not here.
Don't worry, good sir. I've got more work for you.
Oh, even better. What can I do for you?
Have you heard of abominable yetis?
Where do you find all this shit?
All my travels, you know. I do these things, you know.
I can't remember what it was, at Basilisk or something the last time. I can't remember.
It was a
Roper.
Roper, yeah. The Roper last time.
So
And it
furs. Okay.
what I would like
Going somewhere.
is a wolf pelt cloak from one of the wolves. So I got 4 wolf pelts here. You can make a cloak out of that for me.
I could make 4 pelt. I could make 4 cloaks out of those. So
You can make me one, and you can keep the rest of them as a little bonus. So you can sell on, make whatever you want. You
I
know,
wanted a cloak.
my friends give me so much shit for this, you know, so they're not getting fuck all.
They're like, it's more that we're scared you're a psychopath.
How am I a psychopath in a fantasy realm where leather workers exist? And
Like, I'm sure the Yeti might have been sentient, maybe.
right, the Yeti I want made into a more robust leather armor for myself. So if we go into colder areas, then I've got a change of clothing.
Not a sleeping bag then.
so you're wanting 1 wolf pelt cloak.
Potentially a sleeping bag as well.
It's a lot, yeah.
So there was a lot of Yeti. Given your size, they can definitely make the armor, and he can make a sleeping bag. Yeah,
I was
a
going to be like, Dawson's going to come and go, can I get 1 wolf pelt cloak and can I get some really warm Jimmy Jams? out of the Yeti, please.
A wee Yeti onesie.
Okay, right. Or a little head.
Can you make it look like Pikachu?
So if we say...
Again, you keep the rest of the Orca.
Okay, so... This sleeping bag. I'm assuming you're wanting the furry bits on the inside.
Of course. Otherwise, what's the fucking point?
There's enough Yeti, you can have it both ways.
That's
I'm
what
just
she
checking.
said. Hey.
So, okay. He sizes up a bit of Yeti and he's like... Holds it up to you. It's like... I can get you 2 sleeping bags.
I might need a spare. You might as well.
It's like, we help kill this dude.
It's basically 1 leg each, so 1 leg is a sleeping bag, so each leg is a sleeping bag. You just basically just like pops it inside out. It's like, well, that'll work.
Blood splatters it.
Yeah. So
Some gristle hanging off.
2 Yeti leg sleeping bags. You're basically just building giant Ugg boots.
Very much.
You're making an Ugg sleeping bag
Now
out
that's
of a
an insult to
Yeti.
a Yeti.
Yeah.
The main torso can make 1 suit of armor. So are you wanting vest and leggings?
Yes.
Not that it makes any huge difference, but yeah.
No. I might even.
I'll let you discuss the type of pockets and things that you want within, and then it's like you just like so pockets, armor pouches, that sort of thing. Do you want those as well made out of this thing? I mean, it's not really going to make. I mean, that'd be more like a. So again, with the armor, it's the fur on the inside and the leather armor outside. But for pockets and things, you really want the fur to be on the outside, so you've got like a hairy spawning type thing going on.
You could use his jaw as a sporing.
Get some back pockets so you got a furry arse.
Because I mean, you can't really. It's like if there's fur, it's like if you put the fur on the inside of the bag, you're gonna find it difficult to find all your stuff. Or we could shave it, so it's like it's a lower pile. And
You could double-side it, couldn't you?
it could be. You're still gonna have this problem of like you're sticking your hand into this hairy purse.
It doesn't get any less funny as you say. Oh, please.
And it'll just be. I mean, it'll be difficult to retrieve things from in there because it'll get all tangled in the fur.
Is it quite a deep,
I don't
hairy
really
purse? Is that what you're saying?
It's a fucking Yeti.
I don't need pockets, good sir, because I've got satchels and stuff, as you see.
No, I just like. I mean, there's some spare Yeti here. I could make you some like, matching satchels.
No. You keep the spare, and you can make whatever you want. You can sell it and get your wares that way, Because I have no need for it at the moment.
So I'll do it for the 3 wolf pelts then.
Cool.
And your poor mates are just sitting there going, "I wanted a wolf pelt cloak, fucking bastards."
Then you can buy one from him. He's got wolf pelts.
Yeah. I mean, these wolf pelts are actually quite good. I mean, these will fetch a pretty price. So and that's why I'm like, I'll make all this because you brought me the materials. I don't need to source any of that. I'll make all this for the 3 wolf pelts.
Cool.
It'll take me a week or so.
Yeah, tell them, guys, next time can we just set the bad guys on fire when we're done?
Do you want these sent to Fandulin as well, or are you coming back shortly?
I don't know the plans.
It's only 10 minutes.
What you do, you're going to be coming back to Waterdeep at some point because for the council meeting.
Yeah. So leave it here. I'll come pick it up. And you want payment now or payment on completion?
You just gave me the 3 wolf pelts, so you've
Oh,
paid.
okay, I suppose. Oh well, I'll flip him a gold coin.
Hits in the face. What the fuck?
Yeah, ow. There was no need for that, sir.
Not at him. On the
I know.
fucking desk, you twat.
Bounce off face, lands on desk.
Those-
Yeah, that works.
Dozy cunt.
Wow. Tell us how you really feel.
I know. It's like, Jesus.
Fucking hell.
Right. Anyway, so you have arranged your leatherworking experience. Purchases.
I can delete this abominable Yeti skin from my.
Is there anything else? Are you guys with Axis out in the street?
Apparently not. No cloaks
Is
for
there
us.
anything-
I thought we were at Taylor's.
Or are you just going to the tailor separately?
I guess we'll.
Yeah, we're all going to go to Taylor after the leather worker.
Yeah.
There'll be
Does
2
anyone
dragon
else-
cultists and a yeti.
Does anyone else need anything from the leather worker then?
No gim suits.
I think
No.
so.
No.
Leather's not really my speed.
Okay. Right. Off to the so.
Invent a tailor for us, DM.
Yeah, I was just away too. So. Your names.
Sozen. Sozen thread.
Try to find a cool name.
Timothy.
Jim Bob, the son of God.
That one, that'll do. Right. Paste. Taylor. So, as you wander the streets of Waterdeep, you, I don't know, do you ask someone where the tailor is? You don't know where the...
Just wander about until you find something that has a big thread and needle on the sign.
Surely anywhere near a leather worker, we're going to find other fastidious industries.
Sex toy shop. Yeah. One just next to the leather worker, probably.
Would have asked someone. Take it. Was it an inn we appeared in?
Yeah.
Teleported
No.
into?
No,
Had a name.
it was the Harpers Hold.
I know.
You never really asked any questions, so...
He just fucked off and left.
Yeah. Can we not?
Well, I knew where I was going, that's why.
Fair point.
No,
I've
just
been there,
cost people as we go down the street and try and find out where it
What are
comes
you?
Yeah, so as you sort of come out of the leather workers, you sort of start walking around, and after a few streets, you see a row, like a row of tailor shops. There's a sign on the wall that says Savile Row. It's a famous street of... Oh, for fuck's sake!
Yeah, you've
You all-
lost us.
Not Jimmy Savile.
I was
Yeah.
expecting to say Savile Row, but I was like, no, he's going to use it. Like, someone's going to say something about Jimmy Savile, and I was like, I shouldn't.
I thought through channel, I was like, I don't know any other references beyond that.
Yes, I know what Savile Row is. Don't worry, Paul. I'm with you. I genuinely thought you were making a Jimmy Savile joke to begin
Yeah, I was waiting for the pun.
Nope, no, I wasn't making a Jimmy Savile joke.
I think it was a missed opportunity then, really, isn't it?
It's like a wee repair shop where some guy fixes stuff.
So there's
A man.
Yeah. There's a few shops. Most of them seem to be women's dressmakers, but there's one with some rather splendid suits in the window, and seems to be owner of a gentleman's establishment. That sounds wrong.
Yeah.
Not a strippers.
Establishment on Savile Road, yeah.
Yeah, it's not a strippers.
For what you guys are looking for, it shouldn't make any difference which one you go in.
Yeah, like anyone can do a robe.
Oh, we'll try the suit place and go in there and.
Because robes are very unisex, so you should be alright.
Yeah.
Well, I can't remember if Talis was wearing a robe or not. I think she was wearing white armor, so I want to get something kind of resembles that.
She was wearing.
I think she was wearing white cloth robes because she was a caster.
Yeah. Should we look to mix up what kind of robes we do have? We've seen a few ranks of dragon worshipping heroes. If we all go, we're all officers.
Bit suspicious.
Yeah, that's going to stand out. It's going to stand out for a couple of reasons. One, why is there so many officers kicking about in the same space? But two, someone's going to turn around and go, I don't know who you are, who any of you are. I've never heard any of your names mentioned in an officer capacity. Whereas if some of us are just plebs, minion type uniforms, then you've got more, deniability, where you can go like, oh, I've been out yonder and nae cunt knows who I am, but I have this rank, and these are just some of my foot soldiers.
I'm waiting for.
That's basically what I was going to do. As Caldron is the kind of leader, because he's got the powers for it. He's got the look for it, the white hair, white eyes.
That's why I just want a tabard. I am a soldier.
I'm waiting for Paul to make a high-ranking person called Nacunt. Oh, Nacunt knows who we are. Oh, do you know who he is?
Does that feel like a sensible approach to what we want to do in this capacity?
Mm-hmm. A couple of tabards.
Well,
Caldron the wizard.
I mean, their armor was mostly, I suppose, their robes weren't really robes as such. They were more like what's the word? Like almost like a duster. So like loose sleeved, almost like trench coat type things over the top of leather armor, but they were.
Did they have fedoras?
Like sorry?
Did they have fedoras too?
No, they had masks. But it was, like the Western style dusters, like and like wax jacket type things with the sort of like baggy bits over the shoulders and a little bit billowy. It's mostly like to keep the rain off their leather armor. But their leather armor was sort of fairly standard black leather armor. The main identifying thing for them was their face masks.
Yeah.
They all wore these sort of dragon mask type face masks.
Right. With that, then, do we need to? And could we tell what kind of material the masks had been made out of, or?
I mean, it looked like it was looking like cloth and things, and sort of like, like. I think like a masquerade ball type mask type thing, but so it's like it's firm, like
shut more.
Oh, it's a bit more eyes wide shut sort of thing. Like if I'm remembering Eyes Wide Shut properly,
So not like, is it kabuki mask? The wooden sort of East Asian.
Yeah, not like those, sort of like those, but like felted. So you know how you can like make felt firm, like a Lone Ranger mask type thing.
Yeah.
That sort of idea, but with like dragony spikes and things coming out of them.
Okay.
So we might need to do rubber horse masks.
We need to do something about that as well. Then. So we basically need an ensemble enough that we would. We could be passively walking through corridors and our bases or anything in amongst ranks, but again, not sore thumb where, like I say, you've got four sort of officer base. We're all rear admirals of blah de blah, and they're going, what? There is only one rear that kind of thing.
Haven't seen you the magical zoom means lately.
Cool.
Okay.
So we know what we need. Now we need to find someone who's talented enough to produce them goods.
Okay, so as you look around the streets, there's a couple of places that. So there's the suit maker guy, so you've got him, and then a couple of doors down, you see someone that looks like they're doing sort of ball gowns and masquerade ball type things. Then there's some more standard tailors doing religious robes and things for the clergy, and so on the street you can find a few varying options. So, as you go into, I mean, which one are you? I mean, it's up to you. Which one are you going to first?
I think.
Go for the robes first and get something.
Suit shop.
Suit guy.
See if you can do a duster, dragon-y duster thing.
I just got robe guy and speak to clergyman.
But you don't want robes, you want a duster.
I mean, they weren't wearing like the robes of like the clergy. They were.
Yeah, you want a Western duster thing.
Yeah, so. It's not that. I mean, I'm trying to find a big picture, and I don't know if I can pop this out and show you it.
You ever read the Dresden Files books? He always wears one of these.
To be fair, did all of them have like the black robes and shit on?
No, I mean it was just some. It's like there wasn't every single cultist was wearing them. They were all wearing some sort of like they had the cult of the dragon symbol type thing somewhere on their person. Some of them had robes, some of them didn't. I mean, for most of the adventure, none of them were wearing robes because they were going incognito.
Yeah. We don't technically all need, you know.
Yeah, I just want a big duster thing for Caldron, a couple of tabards for me and the other dwarf, and you and your Yeti onesie. I'm sure you'll be fine.
I've got a change of clothes.
So
I'm going to be warm.
If you go into the first place, we'll just say you can get everything made up to the specifications that you're looking for. And it's going to cost. Yeah, the masks are probably the most difficult part because he sort of looks at you going,
yeah,
this is very specialist order that we've got here. I mean, that's going to cost you. I mean, these are about 4 gold each. There's quite a lot of work in this.
That's cool.
Can manage
drop 4 gold on the table each.
You're muted fast.
That is acceptable.
So 4 dragon masks then?
Yep.
Yeah.
4 gold.
4 gold.
No. Down to 721 gold.
For the duster type robe things, you're probably looking at 2 gold. So how many of the robes are you just looking for? 1 each or just 2? Or...
Can you do tabards? I just want to be a dragon, fancy dragon tabard. Because I like dragons.
Yeah, I'll go with a tabard as well.
I'll go with the robe and I'll request 2 special pockets, 1 down each side. Very narrow, very long pockets. With the right size to slide in 2 wands. For basically quick draw hustlers.
Special order for those ones, because that's are you wanting those hidden, sewn in the lining sort of thing? Difficult to find?
No.
Not for you, obviously, you know where they are, but so that difficult to detect.
That might be a good idea, yeah.
Okay, so
they get an ocular exam, they can't see them.
You're licensed to carry concealed.
So 3 gold for your robe, and 1 gold for each of the tabards.
I'll take it. I'd like mine in green. How soon can you make them?
Dragon masks, they'll take a while. There's complexity there, so
no worries.
Sort of looks at his boot, sort of looks down, looks at a book. No, I mean it's could be about 10 days. There's a big party, ball at the and he rattles off the name of one of the lord's houses. So I'm quite booked up for then. I mean, if you need them in a hurry,
We've got time, I think, guys.
I think 10 days.
He gives you that look of like, if you need them in a hurry, you could pay more. But it's that sort of like, if you need them in a hurry, I could come to some sort of arrangement.
Goes right over our heads. Like, no, 10 days is fine.
Tabards, yeah, I mean, get everything coming in about 10 days.
That's fine. Drops 5 gold total on the table.
Yeah.
Draw my gold and an extra gold.
Yeah, add another one for keep quiet about this, eh?
Yeah.
Don't need to tell anybody about our fancy dress party. It's a surprise.
I'm sure
It's just me
the
that's got
guests will be
that
raptured.
Camera for Andrew again.
Well,
Is
Sorry?
it just me? Like Andrew's doing some weird robot breakup shit.
It's just you.
Just you.
I'm so sad.
Give me a headache.
We
I'll be
were
back.
discussing this earlier. Dawson's upgraded his bandwidth, and suddenly everyone's cameras had a boost. He's not sucking up all the bandwidth.
What you get for going with vampire internet?
That's better.
Okay. So, the tailor has been done. Put Taylor down twice. He's a leather worker. The leather worker has been done.
Dirty.
Need to find the stable.
Stables. So you know where there is a stables because you've been to one before.
Yes.
When you were heading to the meet of the dead man the last time. However, it was rife with cultists.
We don't have our cultist gear. Solid.
And also, you kind of screwed them all over by stealing their stuff and things. So
I don't know we stole any.
Is there any city officials nearby that we can ask for alternative means of stabling?
yeah, I mean, there's guards and stuff all over the place and wandering the streets, so it's not too difficult to.
One of their legs, trousers, and ask them for directions to a stable that isn't named stable.
You're not that short. You're a dwarf. I mean,
I just like tugging at their legs. That's all.
I say you tell him to roll, and if he rolls a 1, he grabs him by the cock.
sounds fair. Roll a d20.
Did you do it on aided dice?
Down the bottom.
Down the bottom right.
Got you. That is that a d20? What? Done.
You've got a quick roll.
Yeah.
Sexual harassment, Rurik strikes again.
Nick Coffin.
Hi!
Okay, combat roll.
It's not how you greet someone.
It is where I come from. Do you want to come back to my place, Sonny Jim?
No. No, I don't.
So, if you don't know, if you're not wanting to come back with us, where's the nearest stables?
I'm not going there with you either, dirty fucker.
She clap you an hour. She's like, I'm into that. It's fine.
Fine. Some people just aren't easy these days.
If you're all
Yeah, I was going to say we should ask a street urchin.
One.
I think I'm big.
What are the chances of rolling a 1 on that?
1 in 20.
Fuck off.
Yeah. Okay, so the car's like,
So
I shouldn't back myself into these corners like this.
I'll Sparta kick him out the way and say, "Don't mind him. He's a fool." Do you know where a good stable is that we can hire a horse and cart from?
Hire.
Hire, buy, hire. Yeah.
Hire.
Have money, will travel.
You want to go down to old
Mr. Hertz's cart rental shop?
Hanvy's stables. Hanvy's stables down off of and he reels off a street in the just in the sort of one of the lower districts and gives you a general direction. Go down there and Hanvy's stables. They'll sort you out there.
And if I see you again, I'm arresting you.
Yeah. Going around grabbing people by the... Don't know where you're from, but that's just wrong. Especially without introducing yourself first.
All I'm going to say, son, is it took a while to find it.
Lower stave. Or full arm. Stab dwarf.
If you wish to arrest him, I'm going to stop you.
Yeah.
You could do that night in the cell, to be fair.
Whoa! Don't tempt me.
So we've got
he likes that sort. I sense he likes that sort of thing.
Wait, how's my Hannibal Lecter?
I don't know who's more at risk, me or the people that are in the cage with me.
I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me.
So
anyway, so you know we know what that is. Is there a alchemist that sells like potions and shit?
You would be able to find an alchemist relatively easily in Waterdeep. So yeah. Okay. Whether or not he's got what you have and are looking for, I do not know.
You're the DM. You should know this.
I'll roll randomly at the time because I haven't built an alchemist shop yet, so...
Oh, okay.
Not thinking ahead, are you?
I think we're going to buy healing potions.
Mr. Potts the Alchemist?
Yeah. So,
every vendor shall be a joke.
Well, it's like a lot of names came from what they did, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of smiths.
So... You head down to Malky Smith's.
Malky
the Alchemist? Malky the Alchemist?
The quality of his pots. Malky?
Fucking Malky.
My pots are Malky, not Manky.
And it will depend on what you were looking for, so...
Varying degrees of potions of healing.
You don't trust me?
No, you're just a mercy healer is the problem.
Yes.
Angel of mercy.
They've literally seen you suck the life out of people more than they've seen you heal anyone.
And we've also got the issue of that our healer keeps running forward and getting twatted in the face and almost dying, so there's a good chance you're going to die.
I'm the tankiest guy in this group.
If you fall over, then I fall over. There's no one to get us up.
Oh, let's see.
Not when I'm over.
He's got...
I still need to find diamonds at some point. Just in case one of you guys fall over permanently.
I would actually, yeah.
It's like I think I still have that spell.
So that means when Torlin falls over, we'll get diamonds from him.
I am a pinata.
Well, we can't do anything about it.
He's got...
It's like you didn't even try.
When you die, you know? You've been dragged, you know, that's it.
Drop a wee healing potion in my mouth before I die. We'll be fine.
D20 of those.
Good lightning bolt, I might come back. Pause while he decides what Malky has on offer.
I'm... Two of those.
He's got flasks of mead.
Yeah, so okay, so you know what? Malky greets you. Welcome to my shop. How can I help you?
We're looking for some potatoes.
Potatoes.
Potatoes. Well, we're in an alchemist, so we're looking for potions, buddy.
What sort of potions? There are many potions. And if I don't have it, I can make it. Or possibly make it for the correct price.
I feel like Rurik might need some like preventatives at some point. Some kind of preventative potion for when he assaults some more guards. Some of them might go for it.
Penicillin.
Cure disease.
Cure disease. Oh, right. Okay. Let me see. What have I got that would be in there?
This is why I fucking hate dwarves.
And this is why you hate fucking dwarves.
These last two encounters is why.
Disease. I mean, a normal healing potion will do. Oh, that will just give you disease. What sort of disease?
Oh, it's getting complicated.
Poisons, and he's sort of looking through. He's like, I don't have anything to hand.
What about healing potions? You got any of them lying about?
Oh, healing potions I have. Disease potions. Now, that I would need to make. I don't think I have any of those. Let me just check my records.
Let me just check my spellbook, see if I can do them. I can inflict wounds.
No, unfortunately, I do not have any of the curing disease potions. I could make some, I believe. I think I have the ingredients, and it would take a small amount of time. Could have them ready for collection tomorrow.
Hold on a sec, let me just see. No, it's okay. I can just touch myself and heal. It's fine. I'm good.
I've got healing potions in my bag, so...
yeah, just healing potions if you have them.
Literally making a joke about getting an STD.
Yeah, it's fine. I can cure a genital wart if he gets them.
Excellent.
Just one touch.
Because
I wouldn't do that if I were you. I mean, they're contagious that way.
I don't have to touch his warts. Trust me. I studied at monastery.
Okay.
I know.
Potions of healing. Yes, yeah. I have potions of healing. Which types are you after? And I've even got I've got special ones as well. They're a bit more expensive.
Not actually sure what levels of potions there are.
So we've got our healing potions, our greater potions, our superior potions, our supreme healing potions, and I've got my patented, or soon to be patented, throwable potions.
Ooh.
I like the sound of throwable potions.
I mean, you know what it's like. We get loads of adventurers coming in here looking for really cool ways to sort of, avoid death.
Super cool.
So, yeah, they think they're so hard. Like a lot of emos. But they're always like, it's so much of a hassle. We're in the middle of a fight, and I'm going to run over and give my buddy a drink and pour it down his throat. So I came up with this really cool idea. You throw it, and it hits them.
Does D4
and it
damage.
shatters, and it's absorbed through the skin.
That sounds
or
fantastic.
through the armor.
Does it cause any bludgeoning damage when hit?
No, it's a really fragile. It's a relative. It's basically there's like you take the vial, which is quite secure, and then you pull this. It's like a flimsy. What do you call them? It's like an animal skin, like a stomach.
Water balloon.
Yeah. That's a much better way of describing it. Throw that, sploosh, and then healing effect.
I like it. I'll take 2.
100 gold each.
I'll take 1.
75 gold.
What? It's a buy one get one half price.
How much are your potions?
That's just for the standard healing ones. The supreme ones are much more expensive.
Oi.
What, at 50 gold each, are they?
Well, to be fair, a standard healing potion is something like 50 gold.
Well, you all want to try out.
Healing potions are expensive.
Yeah, but your thing doesn't have fucking proper. We're your test subjects.
Yeah, we could give you exposure.
These have been
Give you an
tested.
exposure.
Bullshit.
These have been tested. I've sold hundreds of these. Well, not hundreds, they're quite expensive, but I've sold many.
I've sold multiples of these. At least 2.
Oh, I mean, they're
Nobody's
all the
come
rage.
back to say it didn't work yet.
They're all the rage down at the oh god, hold on. They're all the rage down at the
Arena.
Find book. Yawning portal. In there. Talk of the town. Yawning. Everyone's talking about my potions in there. Sounds wrong. Now that I say that out loud.
That's quite wrong, yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Surely don't.
How much are your potions of greater healing?
Let me just look that up for you. He sort of sits down and looks at his book, checking his stock levels. Healing.
Swiping through Instagram, just hiding behind the book.
Why is there no potion of greater healing there? Okay, so
Doesn't exist.
I think it's potion of healing greater in brackets.
yeah, and well, no, I just googled healing, so and it just doesn't come up with anything other than potion of healing. It's like, okay,
World of Warcraft thing.
Potion of
Ooh.
Why is it? Right, so greater healing, so 50, so we're looking at 75 for the greater potions of healing, 150 for the throwable ones. Superiors are 100 gold, 200 for the throwables. Supremes, 200 gold, 400 for the throwables.
I'll buy a normal greater.
Okay. Do you have you grabbed that from the item list?
I've got one already. I'll just increase.
Oh, just add a number then, yeah.
Yeah.
Making
If
shit on this
I can find
is complicated.
where I increase the thing on this one.
What were you trying to make?
I was like, it's like add item is like you can create it, but I want to just,
Are you just trying
pick
to
a potion
add?
from a...
Oh no, you just go to the items list. So if you go to the compendium, you can see all the items, and then you can just drag and drop one into your character sheet if you got it.
So 100 for the greater, 150 for the superior, you said, and 200 for supremes.
So it's 50, 100, 150, 200, yeah. And everything's basically double for the throwable.
So 75 for that one. Alright, okay.
I'm just gonna pass.
I will take a greater healing potion off you, my good sir, of the standard non-throwable variety, because it's for myself.
No point throwing it.
So that's that is my last of the graters. So you've taken one each. That's the last of my graters. I'd have more tomorrow, but I'll need to make those up.
It's fine. So how much was that again, sir?
100 gold.
Yeah.
In fact, as he says, I'll need to make them up. He sort of thinks back in his head and goes, "No, those are the last of my greater healing potions. It will be quite some time before I have more."
It's okay.
Yeah,
It'll be quite some time before we're back in this town, so.
Don't suppose you happen to have any potions of invisibility at all, do you?
Visibility. Let me just see.
With that, I'm going to go stand outside.
Yes, I do. I have one potion of invisibility.
He fears to ask how much.
Yeah. How much does this cost? How much does it cost?
unfortunately, the seriously, why are potions not listed in here? It's like it's in the freaking rule book. Compendium, potion of invisibility. Let's have a think. 75 gold.
I'll buy one of them, yeah, one will do.
And like the next thing we find is a scroll of invisibility, and you learn the spell.
I can't learn them.
You can't.
I can't learn spells through scrolls.
What are you again?
She's a
Sorcerer.
sorcerer.
You make a pact with a demon and get a invisibility thing. I don't know how sorcerers work. Your dad fucked a dragon or something?
He's got to wank off a dragon and get to that one.
Yep.
Magical dragon spooge.
Any other potions that you're looking for? We also have poultices and creams.
You mentioned genital warts earlier. Creams for that.
Yeah. We've got creams for that.
Got that for that. No, but you're an alchemist, you know. You use ingredients and that sort of thing. Do you happen to know where, I don't know if you're using potions, but where you might find some diamonds in this town? It's like Tiffany's jewelry shop? I don't know.
There's some jewelers three stores over, or 3 streets over.
Thank you, that should help. But no potions for me, thank you. I am in fact a healer.
Allegedly.
Yeah, well, mostly I heal myself. Because things like hitting me.
Do you heal yourself, or you just draw the life out of someone and it just regenerates you?
You'll never know.
Fucking Shang Tsung.
I think I can technically do that.
So, yeah, you now know where to find some jewelers, gem sellers.
Off to Tiffany's we go.
Right, short stop. Are we all going to jeweler, or I'm going to go pick up the cart?
Should we split the party?
I'll go help and pick up the cart. I'm not really interested in diamonds.
Couldn't give a fuck.
You're looking for some shiny shinies, Rurik? Oh, man, you're not on mute.
You're muted again. He's probably been speaking for ages and wondering why we're ignoring him.
No. Stop bullying me. No, I think I'm kind of good. I've got a bunch of potions. I'm still kind of stacked, because I know every time I try and find something fancy in a shop, I get told to fuck off anyway. So I'll wait till it falls.
No, that's because the only shops you've been to have been in random ass small fucking villages where no people in them. Where they've been like, I want some full plate mail armor. Dude, it's a farming village.
I can do your horseshoe.
We're now in a big town.
You're now in the biggest city in the entire country. Or in the entire region.
Last time we were here, we were in a bit of a hurry.
But hence I got stuff sent on.
So we need to leave in like 2 hours.
Okay, is there a big fat weapons shop, armory type thing somewhere fancy?
There are many big fat weapons armory shops.
Is there anything that would be dealing in the exotic?
Well, it depends on how exotic you're meaning.
Well, anything better than a plain battle axe?
Magic weapons are hard to find and come and
Every time.
and purchase because they're fucking expensive.
How expensive?
Yeah, how expensive is fucking?
It depends on the weapon. If you're wanting to look for a magic weapon of a certain type, I will say there will be a 5% chance of you finding it.
Cool. I'm good. That's us. Thank you.
And as he predicted, told to fuck off.
No, I'm not. No, the thing is, you can go and look for it.
Off.
But there's a depending on the size and what it is that you're looking for, I would say there's probably between a 25, I'll say 25% for specific types of weapon. But if you say, I want to go and find a +2 flaming sword, and it's like, you've got fuck all chance of finding that. Or it's like a 1% chance of finding that. If you're looking for a +1 battle axe, I'd say there's maybe a 20% chance of you finding it.
I would say that's worth it.
And can I ask up front what a ballpark figure for that would be?
20,000 gold. See, and can I get it in Electrum?
So, why did they not put prices on these things?
To make it up yourself. I was thinking the Yawning Portal, that's like a thingy down to the Underdark or something, right?
Yeah.
Shouldn't there be like a wee like market outside of that of all the loot people collected from the Dark Elves? Be like, you know, farmer's market, but like swords and shit. Maybe some Dark Elf cheese.
So +1
Dark Elf cheese.
Yeah. Or mushrooms, I guess. They make caves. Yeah. Mushroom stroganoff for dinner.
I'd say you'd be looking at under 1,000 gold.
Then I'm good.
You don't have 1,000, yeah.
No.
I could spot you a few hundred if you find one.
I'm fine.
Oakley. I'd like to go to Tiffany's.
But could you go spot one and then put it on back order? Because remember, we are going to go get more money.
Yeah, you're literally a way to collect.
Oh yeah.
Thousands.
Yeah.
It was lots. Deposit down in a nice, battle axe.
I will wait until then.
Here is a reminder of how much loot you left in the stash. 4,500 gold pieces. 1,500 gold pieces worth of assorted gems, including 300 gold's worth of diamonds.
Oh.
3,500 gold's worth of jewelry.
Got a lot
I
coming.
no longer need to go to Tiffany's now that I remember that.
I will wait until we've obtained that kind of finance then. Thank you.
Maybe Raven will take us a shortcut back and we can...
In a out of a character question, if he inquired with the man, would he then put out a search of maybe trying to procure one in a week's time? Would that increase the chances of him finding one?
It's like, put down a deposit, see if you find anything.
Oh, it's just
He's not willing to try, so...
Yeah.
But I want to see if there is a fucking...
Put it this way, you don't just generally walk into a shop and there's magic items sitting on the shelf.
Oh, yeah,
People have to go... Like you said, you're adventurers. You go around and you find magic items as you're adventuring. Other people do the same thing. You kind of need to put out your feelers because people want magic items. So there's a certain amount of fence, thievery, crossover. And you're aware of this being adventurers.
Yeah.
In theory, we're aware. We're sad about it.
What's it called? What's a fucking purveyor of bows? Is it a bowyer? Is it, or is it something else?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Can I put some feelers out for a better version of a longbow than I have already?
It's like, we call that a crossbow. I'm like, no. Not like that.
It's just a standard longbow you've got at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
He hasn't got magical shit
Yeah.
anywhere.
So if you find a bowyer, which is easy enough to do, he's like, I mean, I can do you a higher class one if you want to get something that's maybe a little bit enchanted. You might want to speak to I mean, it's not something I can do because I don't have the skills. I can make high quality bows, but I can't do any enchantments. You could speak to I mean, he tries to think of the best. It's like, there's him. He's a bit scared. Wait, how much money are you speaking? How much have you got? I'm trying to think of like who might be in your price range because
I have a fair amount of money.
Okay.
Or I will soon come into an inheritance.
So if you
to know that?
if you go to
Takes new random name.
yeah, if you go to I'm trying to think of what area of Waterdeep it is, and I'm struggling to remember the areas of Waterdeep.
It's cool. We don't know them either.
So if you go to Enchanter's Alley,
Diagon Alley.
yeah, if you go to Enchanter's Alley,
take a left because that name's misleading. It's the one next to it.
Yeah, Disenchanter's Alley. No, if you go to Enchanter's Alley,
it's not magical.
and you're looking for Moritz Jan Velsum. Moritz Jan van Velsum.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Can you just pick a normal name like Bob Smith?
No, because that's dull. I will paste it into chat.
Okay, because I can't do journal entries.
I will paste it into chat.
For D&D Beyond.
Oh no, I haven't set up journals. Just take a notepad or something.
On.
A text file.
Okay, I'll do.
He's an enchanter. He can do things.
It's a dirty town, you know that.
Mm-hmm.
He procures items, but he's also an enchanter, so he can do custom enchantments. But he's also a purveyor of magical goods.
Ah, got you.
David's like, why didn't you say this to me 5 minutes ago? Why is all yes to Dawson and no to me? Fuck you.
I never said no.
David doesn't answer questions. Thank you very much, sir. I'll probably be back to get some more arrows when I need them. If you sell them.
Arrows, yep. And he points to a big wall of different types of arrows with different arrowheads and things. I mean, they're all the same price, but different arrowhead styles, colors.
I've still got a good set. So
Bodkin and there's another name I can't remember now.
It's so long since I read those books.
Bodkin. That's going to annoy me reading all the heretic.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you. Onwards, friends.
I think he's fallen asleep.
So are you heading for the horse guy? Because I've forgotten his name now. Stables. Hanvey Stables.
Jim Stableman. We'll go to him.
Yeah, sorry. I'm gonna have to start writing down these characters of the stable guy. Page.
Moritz. Stableman.
But nice and easy if you just name them all like that, though.
It's very it's very medieval Britain.
Damn it! I missed a trick. It should have been Tim Van Velsum. Tim the Enchanter.
I was expecting Tim the Enchanter.
So, right. Right, so you're heading to the stables or to the enchanters?
Does the dwarf want to go to the enchanter to have a look at his battle axe, or we'll just fucking head off until we get some money?
Till we get some money.
Right, to the stables.
Clippity clop, clippity clop, clippity clop, clippity clop, clippity clop, clippity clop. You make your way to the stables, and there's a lot more clippity clopping and neighing and all sorts of horsey related shit going on.
Loads of guys with coconuts.
Yeah.
Off to you buy a horse. Just practice.
As you get closer, there's a bit of a strange smell.
Don't worry,
I'll look at Rurik.
Not very strange.
Has he washed since he's been covered in blood? Probably not.
I don't think I ever have.
I don't think he's watched ever.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, none of you really go about discussing what you're doing in terms of bathing or anything like that. You're just like, I sleep.
I sleep.
I have
The last
food, I
time where was
sleep.
frozen,
It's just
couldn't
like,
wash.
I mean, you've never actually been thrown in anything. You've never been thrown in water. It has rained.
Yeah.
I don't think you've been thrown in any
Sluiced-
water or
sluiced it
anything.
off, yeah.
Oh no, I mean the blizzards and stuff when you were coming down the mountain, they'd have helped
Scored some off,
as
yeah.
it melted and things. So yeah.
I wouldn't be much good hiding in bushes if I smelt like fucking daisies and shit.
Well, if it's a daisy bush, should be fine. If that's a thing.
If I'm hiding in a meadow, not a problem. Swamp, bit of an issue.
Right, so cart.
Clippity clop.
Right, cart. Okay, so you're looking for a cart and some horses.
Yes.
Yes.
Alright,
Cart and some horses.
30.
Jesus.
so
They're
is,
deep in Waterdeep.
you're looking for these for a purchase or hire, or if it's for hire, are you bringing them back?
I mean, that's usually the idea of hire, but
Are you
Might
not
have to
a
purchase.
franchise?
yeah, have you got one up in Handling?
No, there's just me, mate.
Would you like to start one?
Well, how much to buy a horse and cart off you?
Carts are 15 gold each. Carts are cheap.
Right.
Doesn't take much to build a cart. Horses, on the other hand, they're a bit more expensive. Is it horses or donkeys?
Ooh.
Mules.
What's quicker?
Horse. Horses are quicker. Oh my god.
Horses.
What? So I think I've googled horses and then it's just like been really
Majestic beasts that
awkward.
they are.
So draft horse is again, why is there just there is rules and prices for these things in the rule book, but so draft horse is 50 gold.
Okay.
War horse is 400 gold.
Nope.
Standard riding horses are 75.
A draft horse will be plenty for a cart. We don't want to tether a war horse or a great fine steed to a cart job, you know.
Just destroy probably.
Mules are 8.
Just get a couple of mules and
Like 10 gold for mules. Or, 10 gold per mule.
So 35 gold all in for mules. Mm.
Sorry, 2 seconds.
Yeah!
What's the travel speed on the mules, though? Domestic.
The travel speed on the donkey is hold on. What is the travel speed for a donkey?
what kind of
Laden
horsepower
or
are we talking
unladen?
about?
African or European?
I've just completely forgotten.
Mule.
It's not so much that, it's like, it's different for like, travel, movements. I think it's
40
actually
feet.
in...
Yeah,
it kind of works out slightly different for land travel and things.
So we can ride a mule into battle, maybe faster than me.
Yes.
Yeah, if you want something fast, you need an actual riding horse or a war horse.
40 feet's fast enough for me. I only go 25.
Yeah, but is there not, like, we're not going to spunk money on war horses and stuff. You're going to get draft horses, which will take a car.
It's basically 50 miles. It's 50 miles. I mean, basically, walking speed you can do 25 miles a day. With a car and horses, you can do 50.
So it's a total for 40.
So was that, sorry?
35 gold all in.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, boys, split the difference.
Like 9 gold each, ish. With a
Basically, draft horses would allow you to pull more faster than a mule.
That's fine.
Yeah, we'll chip in.
They kind
But if you've got a couple of mules, you'll be okay. Yeah,
big difference.
What did we say? 9 each, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll chip in 9 gold. It's been an expensive fucking thing for me.
Got all the shiny.
So, this has probably taken up the best part of your day, wandering around all these shops and so on.
Assaulting guards.
Sexually harassing the guards of Waterdeep. Many
I've been quicker winter sell Caldron, yeah.
Usually the case.
So we just get on the road then and just take
it's now sort of towards, as I say, that's taken most of the day. So if you were to get on the road,
be camping straight away.
You'd be camping pretty much straight away. So probably best spending the night in Waterdeep somewhere.
So go pick up the horse and carts.
You can easily find somewhere to find. I mean, to be fair, from where you are, there's a couple of inns very nearby. To be fair, the stables kind of has an inn attached to it.
They would.
So
Like,
finding somewhere
to recommend a good inn, like this one.
Yeah, just there. Hanvies
Good enough for me.
Yeah, that'll do.
I'm used to sleeping in stables, so I don't really give a fuck.
It means we don't have to go far next day to get the horses. They'll be right here.
Get an early start.
And it's an extra gold for stabling the horses overnight.
We haven't. Oh, should just bombed tomorrow.
Cheeky bastard.
We already gave him an extra gold. Fuck him. We gave him 36.
Yeah, technically we did. Yeah, we've already paid. That's fine.
Well, in which case you haven't paid for the rooms yet, so that'll be up to 40 gold.
Fair enough. Another gold gone.
Just a gold for a room. How expensive is this?
You get breakfast
Fancy.
as well. And to be fair,
Fuck it better!
and to be fair, you can smell Rurik, so there's your evening meal, breakfast, the room for the night, a bath for Rurik.
Specifically for Rick.
Are you all bathing me? Is that the added bonus?
Like brooms,
No.
yeah.
Yeah, they're just basically stood you in the horse yard and they're just throwing water at you with a
Buckets of water.
Just letting it run through my armor and stuff.
yeah.
It all needs cleaned.
And then once you get inside, you get an actual bath.
Just been rinsed.
See that bit in The Witcher when what's his face give him a bath? That's Rurik now, covered in guts.
Yummy.
Toss a coin
Oh.
to your fighter.
Right. So, rest for the evening.
Do you have any end music for the background?
No, I was actually going to say, I know we started late, but it's probably not a bad point to finish as well. Which has turned it into a shopping expedition. But it's not a bad place to call it for the evening, to be honest.
Okay.
Because otherwise it's going to get into, like, by the time we actually do call it, we're either going to be mid-fight or nothing's happened again. So...
Well, we got ambushed on that road like twice last time with a big cavern of folk. Now there's going to be just the 4 of us.
Yeah, I mean, you're basically looking, it's a slightly better travel time, because I think last time it took you like 7 days, 8 days to get to the Meat of the Dead Man. Because you're traveling on a smaller party, you reckon it'll only take like 5.
And it's not like those ambushes were very effective.
Well, they ambushed you guys, not me.
Yeah.
Because you
ambushed, we don't see it.
Well, was that the time you just launched an arrow over like 5 miles and plucked a guy?
No, that was
that was way earlier. So,
yeah.
So I think so. We're gonna call it there tonight, and we will pick up with the Murdur Cru's adventures as they make their way to Karnath to recover their loot potion or loot stash. Next week. Thank you and good night. And oh yeah, there's all that little YouTube-y thing stuff. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoy what you're watching. Click the like button. Comment below. I think I've enabled comments. I can't remember. Ring the little bell for the notifications. Also check us out on Instagram, YouTube. No, this is YouTube. Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
Oh no.
I'm totally all over the socials on this one, aren't I? Yep. You can tell I'm used to technology. There's a bit of irony there, isn't there? So, yep, thanks and good night.
Bye.